Hi guys, welcome back again to this channel. So hindi tayo magkakaroon ng review lecture ngayon or any mathematics related content, but today we're going to discuss or I want to share with you my top 10 tips for succeeding in and finishing your engineering course. So if you're ready, let's go. Okay, so bago tayo mag-start guys, shoutout muna tayo sa mga random followers natin. So, galing kay Jaquesa Bonalla, thank you po sa mga Caltech. So, thank you din and you're welcome. Sabi ni at Ose19, thanks for this engineer prof. God bless you, napaka-helpful sa review for BE this November 2023. Idol, good luck sa board exam review mo and hopefully mapasa mo yung board exam. Ayan. Sige, kung magpapashoutout kayo guys, just comment your name below and sa next video, shoutout natin yan. Okay, balik tayo. Ayan, usually ito yung nakatinatanong talaga sa page natin and sa YouTube channel natin. So, engineer, paano ka ba ma-survive ang engineering? So, ito guys, no, top 10 tips for succeeding in and finishing your engineering course. So, tip number 1. So, you need to be ready to study. Okay, so, sa engineering kasi guys, hindi ito basta-bastang course. So, anyway, all of the courses naman are difficult, pero iba talaga yung engineering. So, you need to put in the time and effort. So, you need to make sure that you're prepared physically and mentally in order for you to survive this course. So kumbaga early on pa lang, you need to prepare yourself na etong course yung pinili ko. So, kailangan ko maging ready sa mga darating na challenges in the future. Okay, so yun lang. Kailangan nyo lang i-ready sarili nyo na this is engineering, demanding field siya, and it is a field or course na you need to put in the time and effort. Okay, tip number 1 yan guys, no? Take note. Tip number 2, very specific tayo dito, no? Take down notes and actively participate in classes. So ito yung medyo na-overlook ko during ako ay college. No? So hindi ako nag-take notes. So ang nangyari, during the board exam review, nabigla ako kasi kailangan pala mag-take down talaga ng notes. So ako kasi yung tipong tao na tamad magsulat before. Honestly, I'm so sorry to say that parang taliwas para tong mga tips na to sa mga ginagawa ko dati. Pero parang more on realization ko na lang to guys na parang hindi nyo nagawin din. Okay? So, na-survive ko din yung engineering na hindi masyadong nag-take ng notes. Pero I make sure na lagi ako nag-solve ng problem kapag walang pasok or kapag free time ko. So, yun yung pambawi ko. Pero if ako yung tatanungin, no, mas okay pa rin na mag-take down kayo ng notes and mag-participate kayo sa classes para mas ma-enhance nyo yung understanding nyo sa mga subject na inaaral nyo. So, mag-engage kayo sa mga professors nyo or sa mga friends nyo or fellow classmates nyo para, you know, you make the most out of your learning experience. Tip number 3, very important din guys, no, develop a good study habit or develop good study habits. So, consistency is the key in everything, no? And once na na-develop nyo guys yung good study habit nyo, hindi kayo mahihirapan, no? Hindi kayo mahihirapan masyado sa mga inaaral nyo kasi you're prepared. No? For example, may study habit ka na maayos. So, most probably, nag-advanced study ka. So, advanced studying your topics is an advantage para pag diniscuss nyo sa klase yung topic na yon, hindi ka na mahirapan mag-absorb kasi nadaanan mo siya. Okay? So, develop a good study habit. So, mag-establish lang kayo ng routine, no? And of course, pili kayo ng environment kung saan kayo mag-aaral. So, you can study in the library or you can study in school or sa boarding house nyo or sa mga bahay nyo. And of course, kailangan nyo rin mahanap yung study method for you. Yung study method that work best for you. So for me kasi ang study method ko is So kasi more on visual person ako. So I want na nakikita ko yung scenario sa kada problem. For example, I'm analyzing a certain machine element. So mas maganda sa akin na nakikita ko siya okay, visually kung paano siya gumagana or paano siya nagwo-work. Okay, so pwede naman we can do flashcards. Okay, so pwede kayong mag-compile ng flashcards and every time na may nakakalimutan kayong formula, tingnan nyo lang yung flashcards. Pwede rin kayong magbasa ng book. If you're comfortable, nasa libro lang kayo nag-aaral, okay lang din yan. So, basta, mag-develop lang kayo ng good study habit. So, be consistent. Kahit 1 oras, 2 oras kada araw na review. Okay na yun, guys. Tip number 4. Okay, ito guys, no? Set aside your ego and be teachable. So, in general, siguro to. Kasi, along the way, makakorek kayo ng prof nyo or maka-criticize kayo ng prof nyo. For example, nag-solve kayo ng problem or nag-exam kayo tapos nakita ng prof mo na may mali solution mo, he will correct you, of course. And huwag kayong ma-offend kapag kinorek kayo ng mga prof nyo. So, take it as, take it in a positive way na, kailangan ko pa mag-improve dito. So, aaralin ko to. No? So, huwag kayong ma-offend it. Napagsabihan kayo ng prof nyo or na-criticize kayo ng prof nyo because that's for your growth, you know. So, embrace nyo yung growth mindset and constantly you seek opportunities for self-improvement. Yun lang. Be teachable. Tip number 5. Okay? So, ang tip number 5, ayan, master the basics. Lagi nyo naririnig yan, guys. No? So, I'm sure you always hear this sa mga engineer content creators din or mga naggagawa din ng mga tutorial videos, master the basics. So, kailangan yung solidify yung understanding nyo sa foundation concepts such as mathematics. No? For example, you're taking up calculus. Siyempre, ano ba yung fundamentals ng calculus? You have algebra, trigonometry, and geometry. So, hindi mo kailangang mag-memorize lang lagi. So, you need to understand the basic principles in everything. So, itong mga basics ka rin na to, ito yung mga magiging strong framework mo for more advanced topics. And, of course, this will help you tackle problems. This will help you tackle complex problems with ease. Kumbaga, mas magiging madali sa inyo yung mga difficult problem kasi may strong foundation kayo sa mga basics or fundamentals. Okay? Tip number 6. Tip number 6 natin is watch a lot of educational YouTube videos related to engineering. So, eto, no? Very common today yung social media natin. So, take advantage of that. Sa YouTube, maraming tutorial videos kayo na makikita or mapapanood. For example, when I was in college, I usually go to the organic chemistry, Khan Academy, for mathematics, engineering sciences. And I'm a mechanical engineering student before, so usually nandun ako sa efficient engineer. Kasi dun sa channel na yon, mas na-visualize ko yung mga bagay-bagay, no? So, kung mahirap intindihin dun sa libro or sa lecture ng prof nyo, punta kayo sa YouTube. So, 10-minute video will save you a lot of time, no? So, kaysa pabalik-balik kayo na hindi nyo nagigets yung libro, go to YouTube and search for the specific topic and learn from that video. So, very efficient way to study on YouTube. And meron natin tayong mga content creators ngayon, no? Si na-engineer Isaiah James Maling for math, si Engineered Math, Engineer UJ Abad, si Ibax, sobrang dami pa, hindi ko na sila maisa-isa. You make, okay, you take advantage of that resources kasi libre lang naman yun. And of course ako, no? So, ayan, di na promote yung sarili. Ayan, promote ko din yung channel ko. No? So, you can also browse dito sa channel na to. Marami akong tutorial videos dito. Okay? So, kumbaga, this can supplement your classroom learning. So, and provide yung mga alternative perspectives natin on subject matter. Kasi there are techniques na hindi naman talaga natuturo doon sa mismo school natin. Okay, so yung ibang techniques, mapanood nyo yan sa YouTube or other resources na pwede nyong makuha. Okay, tip number 7 na tayo guys. Okay, tip number 7, related sa study habit. So, practice a lot, especially in problem solving. Like kung sinasabi, there's no retention without repetition. Okay, kailangan i-repeat, repeat, and repeat. So, when you solve problem, walang problema kung uulitin nyo yung mga same problems na na-solve nyo before. Again, repetition is important for retention. Okay? Ayun lang, no? Practice a lot, problem solving. Kumbaga, kailangan yung regularly practice yung problem solving skills nyo sa, let's say, sa mga textbooks, mga past board exam problems, and online resources. So, the more you practice, the better equipped you'll be to handle challenges that come your way in the future, in general. Okay, so tip number 8, improve your communication skills. Okay, so ito hindi related sa math, hindi siya related sa kahit anong engineering sciences. That's why I always say na yung mga minor subjects natin, especially English subject, is important. Kasi in the future, you'll use that language para makipag-communicate sa mga clients nyo or even sa college pa lang, no? When you perform your thesis defense, di ba? English yung language natin. Hindi lang dun, no, sa language. Of course, you need to articulate your thoughts and ideas concisely. So, pag may mga group discussions kayo, you need to engage to that. Say, may mga reporting kayo or board work when it comes to mathematics, mag-engage kayo so that mas ma-improve nyo yung communication skills nyo. Especially din yung technical writing skills natin, how we write letters, how we write research papers, so yun. Importante siya. And sa research paper, learn how to present our findings and solutions effectively. So yun, yung part yun ng improve your communication skills. Kasi hindi lang naman sa college yun ma-apply. Once you work, or once you finish your studies, in general, you will apply that. Okay, that will be very important for you. Okay, tip number 9. Okay, tip number 9, very important also, take care of yourself. Okay? Remember to prioritize self-care, no? Take a break, have enough sleep. So, kaya kailangan natin talaga mag-develop ng magandang study habit para hindi tayo laging nag-crank or hindi tayo laging naaligaga sa mga nangyayari. Well, normal naman sa engineering na marami talagang ginagawa. So, para lang ma-ease yung burden mo, so you need to just prepare yourself, no? Or, yun nga, kailangan mo, let's say, mag-advance study or go into YouTube for additional educational materials and, kailangan mo lang parang i-utilize mo lahat ng resources mo para makabawas na siya sa mga gagawin mo. So, hindi naman masama na hang out with friends or healthy balance nga yun eh. Kailangan yung lumabas ng mga kaibigan mo or mag-inom kayo or magsaya kayo, okay lang yun, no? Ang importante hindi sobra. Yun. Kasi baka magkasakit naman tayo if ganun lagi yung lifestyle natin. Okay? So, tip number 9, take care of yourself. And sa mga walang jowa, okay lang yan. Kailangan yung alagaan sarili nyo. So, may mga jowa, ayan, magsasana all na lang sa inyo yung mga single na engineering student.
Uy, sana all!
Kasi kapag engineering student, guys, ayan, normal na single. Kasi sobrang sobrang stress na kayo sa pag-aaral niyo, di ba? Hindi relationship pa kayo. Pero ito mo sinasabing masama yun, no? So it's up to you if you want to be in a relationship or in college. Bakit ba tayo na padpad doon? Bakit ba tayo na padpad sa in a relationship? Anyway, yun na, mga work-life balance activities na hindi related sa school. Kailangan nyo din yung mga bagay na yun para ma-unwind din kayo or para ma-relax din kayo. Okay, tip number 10. Last tip. Seek internship and trainings. Okay, hindi naman lagi guys na solve lang tayo ng mga mathematics or say nasa loob lang tayo ng classroom. So you also need to expand, expand your knowledge, your network. So itong seek internship sa OJT na to papasok. Okay, so make the most out of your on the job trainings. Right? Dito kasi kayo ahasa ng ano niyan, yung hands-on skills niya. And regards naman sa trainings, ito yung mga seminars, webinars. So take advantage of that kasi maraming webinars and seminars na free naman to join. Okay? So if you don't have the financial capability to attend these paid trainings, meron tayong mga free trainings. Specifically, for example, sa DOST. So marami silang training na libre. So, kailangan nyo din i-build yung kumbaga yung credentials nyo habang nasa college pa kayo. Okay, hindi pwedeng puro lang tayo aral. So, you need to also expand or, kailangan din lumabas dun sa comfort zone natin. Hindi lang lahat nasa school. So, for example, with regards to training, kailangan nyo din mag-aral ng mga softwares, such as MATLAB, SolidWorks, yung mga common Excel, AutoCAD, ANSYS, yun, yung mga software na magagamit nyo in the future or after you graduate. Okay? So, lahat yun, no? Those are in preparation for the future. So, ayun lang guys, no? Yun yung top 10 na tips na pwede kong mabigay sa inyo. I hope that you find this tips helpful. And I wish you all the best in your engineering journey. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you on my next video, guys. Bye.